years. So what I want you to understand is that what I want you to do is to be able to understand and know what you can do about your health. The first step is that we have now little secrets that the doctors won't share with you. And the secret is that you can, without having blood drawn, you can just spit. That's it. That's all you have to do. When you spit, your saliva actually can measure all of the powerful hormones that God gave you to make you who you are. Because I'm telling you, you cannot be as tall as you are if God didn't give you the hormones. You cannot have the beautiful body that you have without God giving you the hormones. You cannot have the breast and the curves and the soft skin and the gorgeous hair. You cannot have any of those if God did not give you the hormones. Because you are what your hormones does. If you don't have thyroid, you have no energy. You will gain weight. You will lose your brain. You will lose your heart because congestive heart failure is caused by lack of thyroid. You will not have the ability to have the sexual prowess that you used to have without testosterone. So what I want you to see is that through a very simple saliva test, simple, all you have to do is spit, and we can measure what you lost. We can measure what age had done to you. We can measure what the toxins have done to your body. So we can tell you how much cortisol you have. We can tell you how much stress you are under. And all we have to do now, and this is the beauty, and this is where the secret comes in, is that when it is low and you are not feeling well, all you have to do is top it up. That's so simple. And you know what we use for that? We now use all natural. That's right. We use only natural. So all of that comes from a potato. I know you guys are going to say, wow, this Chinaman really gone crazy. It's a potato. It's an extract of a red potato for the women. It's an extract of a white potato for the men. And I tell you, it is the most unbelievable. All you have to do is put a little cream on your skin. You don't have to get a shot. You don't have to take those prescription drugs where they are full of side effects and complications. No. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing you the good news. And the wonderful news is that you can use a little potato and you will see a major difference in your life. That's what happened to me. That is what I used. That is what I did this morning. Matter of fact, I even did just before coming here because I knew that I was going to be meeting all of you and I was so excited. So I took a little extra. Yeah, I took a little extra because I wanted to be really wide awake for you, you know? I mean, I know these little slitty eyes here. You're going to think that I'm asleep. I'm not. I'm with you. So I want you to see that there is no synthetic. Everything is natural. I want you to see how wonderful it is. The first of the most important hormones that God gave you, and this is a new one for you, it's called DHEA. Now, here it is. When you are a little baby, the DHEA was down here. And you didn't have much DHEA. So you were running around on your diapers, right? And you were not growing up yet. But as you became 5 or 10 years old, look at what happens when you go to be 10 or 15 years old. Wow! Look at the height of the DHEA when you get to be 20 to 30. The best years of your life was when you were 20 and 30. My goodness, do you remember how wonderful it was? You were full of energy. And do you remember when you wanted to lose 10 pounds before that prom? All you had to do was skip 2 meals and you lost that 10 pounds? Did you remember that you thought that you were going to live forever? You thought that you were invincible. You thought you were never going to die. It was wonderful. Why? Because you had this youth hormone called DHEA. I tell you, it is marvelous. But as you get older, I want to show you something. That's right. Here it is. By the time you're 40, you lost quite a bit already. By the time you're 40 to 50, by the time you're 50 years old, 60, 70, I tell you, you go right back to when you started. Yes, that diaper reveals how much DHA you have. And I tell you what, when you get old, you get the same damn diaper. And you don't believe me, right? You say, oh yeah, that's just a picture. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is the elephant in the room. Most Americans, huge number of Americans walk around in diapers. That's right. Because they lost their hormone. So they cannot control their sphincter. Ladies and gentlemen, when they sneeze, they pee. When they laugh, they pee. When they give you a hug, watch out, they are peeing. Do you guys have Costco here? I love Costco. But I'll tell you something. Costco is the largest purveyor of toilet paper. True or not? They're the largest purveyor of wine. But you know what? If you go on the back of Costco, right by where the water is, you know where the water is, you know that $2.20 and they give you, I don't know, 100 bottles of water. I don't know how they do that. Way back there is a section of baby diapers. And watch next time you are at Costco. And if you look to the right of the baby diapers, there's a larger section of adult diapers. There's a lot of people out there. I have one patient's mother. It's a doctor. I'm the doctor's doctor. I take care of 90% of my patients are doctors from all over the world. I'm the president of one of the largest regenerative medical society in the world. Thousands and thousands of doctors belong to my medical society. And I'll tell you what, that patient's mother started by not being able to hold her urine. She was wearing diapers, but she still could go out. She called me. The daughter called me. She was a doctor, crying. Said, my mother is now desperate. I said, what happened? She said, now she cannot hold her bowels. She was moving her bowels because she cannot hold her sphincter. Ladies and gentlemen, just because you're going through menopause, which is a natural change in a woman's body, remember, it is not about just the change. It is not about just you having more wrinkles. It is not about just having more fat or having a belly. But you literally lose the very hormone that is holding your sphincter, that is holding your muscle. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, what I'm appealing to you is what I'm showing you now. It's the science. I'm giving you now the science because I publish 14 books for plastic surgeons that I teach all over the world. I teach doctors all over the world about this. They actually pay me thousands of dollars to sit and listen to this. Because just like men, if you notice how a man, when you were younger, you had a beautiful shoulder muscles. Did you remember how you had beautiful pectoral muscles? Did you remember how beautiful your body was? And as you get older, what happens? All those muscles starts to disappear. True or not? Make sense? That same muscle disappearing for your man is the same muscle that a woman are losing from their sphincter. What is a sphincter that holds the urine? It's a muscle. It's called the trigonal muscle. What's the sphincter that holds your bowel movements? It's a muscle. When you lose those muscles, it's called sarcopenia. When you lose those muscles, ladies, you lose the muscles that hold your bowel movements. So I want you to understand, we are not talking about only beauty. We're not only talking about general health, but we are actually sharing with you the science. This is the beauty of having good science that actually show you what we can predict for you if you don't take care of it. This is your opportunity to just use a little cream. Just put it on. It only takes a minute. I want you to see that it's not about what I say. It's not important what I say to you. I am here only today to be grateful to you. I'm only here today because I love the American people so much for what you have done for me. My gratitude just overflows. But what I am going to share with you is all the medical journals. DHEA, the youth hormone. Look, for osteoporosis, for the clinical endocrinology published, for immune deficiencies, for the New York Academy of Science, for obesity, the Annals of the American Academy, for memory loss, the neuroscience abstracts. I'm showing you the medical journals that shows you what happens when you lose all of these. So what I want you to see is that the millions of Americans, all of us who are going through menopause, and yes, men always go, that's a woman's problem. I don't need to listen to this. Excuse me, guys, we have menopause. It's not, they go and buy little red cars when they get to be 70-year-old, trying to get their youth again. That's it. That's the problem. So what I want to share with you is that we have over 70 million women in America alone, 70 million that are menopausal.